to Oxford High School's Senior Awards Night as we come together to celebrate the class of 2026. We are so glad to have families and friends with us this evening to honor the incredible academic achievements of our graduates. None of these success stories happened in isolation. Your love, encouragement, and steadfast support have been woven into every achievement we recognize tonight. On behalf of Oxford High School, thank you for the irreplaceable role you have played in each of these students' journeys. We also want to extend a warm welcome to our special guests representing organizations, businesses, and families who will be presenting awards and scholarships this evening. Your generosity and commitment to our students means more than words can express, and we're grateful you are here. My name is Brad Bigelow, and it's an honor to serve as the principal of Oxford High School. We will begin our program tonight with the national anthem performed by Oxford senior Wes Spezia. If you would please stand at this time. If you would please stand. Thank you very much. Tonight I'm privileged to recognize the exceptional educators joining us, who deserve special acknowledgement for making this event possible. I'd like to take a moment to introduce them to you as I thank them for their assistance this evening. First, an enormous thank you to our counseling administrative assistants, Mrs. Kendria Schinfeld and Mrs. Elena Weber. Their meticulous attention to detail and incredible organizational skills are what make an evening like this run smoothly. Thank you, Mrs. Schinfeld and Mrs. Weber. I'd also like to recognize our counseling staff members who are helping students find their places and distributing certificates tonight. Mrs. Kristen Glass, Mr. Mike Brennan, and Mrs. Allison Muehlman. Presenting various awards this evening is the Director of Oxford Schools Early College, Mr. Mark Suckley, and our Oxford High School Building Administrative Team of Mr. Kurt Noose, Mrs. Christy Gibson Marshall, and Mr. Kevin Nelms. In addition, we also have several members of our teaching staff in attendance who will also be involved with presenting awards. I'd like to thank our entire OHS teaching staff for their passion, enthusiasm, and resiliency. Thank you for being here this evening. Students, this evening we celebrate you for choosing to show up, work hard, and pursue excellence when it would have been far easier not to. Academic achievement is quietly one of the most courageous things a young person can pursue. It requires you sit with difficulty, to ask for help when you need it, to try again after falling short. None of that is easy. All of it is worth it. We live in a world that is moving faster than ever. Information is everywhere. Technology is changing by the day, and the pressure to figure out your future can feel overwhelming. But here's what I know about every student in this room. You've already proven that you can handle hard things. You've shown up, done the work, and built a foundation that most people would be proud of. An idea has been sitting with me lately that I believe is fitting for a room like this one. The idea that success isn't a destination, it's a direction. Tonight isn't the finish line. It's a marker along the way, a reminder that you're heading in the right direction. And the habits you've built here, the discipline, the work ethic, the intellectual curiosity, those will serve you far longer than any award or grade ever could. So take tonight in, be proud of what you've accomplished, let the people who love you celebrate you, and then tomorrow and every day thereafter, keep going, keep growing, keep showing the world that you've made it. We believe in you completely, and we cannot wait to watch what comes next. Congratulations, class of 2026. And now we're pleased to award students with the Oxford High School Department Honors. These awards are chosen by the entire department and are presented by teacher representatives. We will begin with Mrs. Melissa Gibbons from the English Language Arts Department. Thank you again, teachers.
Good evening. I have the privilege to give the two awards. The first is the English Department Award, and every year when we start having conversation, it can be very obvious, it can be a lot of students' names thrown into the mix. This year, one student's name just kept coming up over and over again, and that student is Isla Chambers. Isla's contributions to her ELA classrooms are ones to be admired. She consistently brought an air of genuine curiosity and maturity to her coursework, and always pushed herself and those around her to dig deeper into the literature being studied. Isla was never afraid to take risks if it meant it would improve her skills in reading and writing. She was always engaged and enthusiastic, bringing fresh perspectives to discussions about literature. Thank you for being such an asset to your language arts classrooms. You have made a difference in all of your classes and have become a true leader and inspiration for your peers. Congratulations on your achievements, and know that your example and efforts in our ELA classes have been admirable throughout your time at OHS. And the Yearbook Award, this is a little bit lengthy. This is from Mr. Edwards, who could not be here tonight. Only once in my 20 years as an educator have I ever thought, you know, I could see myself working for this kid one day. Well, that happened about a year ago. It was crunch time in yearbook. We were putting the final touches on some pages and completing some work that a few seniors left untouched when Mia stepped up and began leading by example. She had always been a perfectionist, making sure her pages were technically perfect, but when time was of essence and we needed people to step up, Mia Dahmer did. She has always been an outstanding editor-in-chief this year, creating one of the most unique themes that is fully integrated throughout the book. But that's not the only reason Mia would make a great boss. She knows how to delegate responsibility. We used some technically specific photo editing on each page this year. She had no problem turning some of her most reliable editors and had them figure out how to make our idea a reality. She's always pretty funny. Sometimes the class would be eerily silent and she'd break in with a loud meow, while other times she would burst into song, serenading the class with a voice that only a mother could love. She's also fair. She delegated responsibility, gave extra time to struggling designers, always remembering that her student employees are people and that empathy can go a long way. Finally, Mia is a woman of her word. If she says she's going to do something, she does it and never disappoints. Now, she said she'd come in as needed after the senior's last day, and we haven't seen her since. But I'm thinking she's doing what good bosses do. They step back and let the people they've trained so well do their job. She knows she doesn't need to come in screaming, hair on fire, and driving us to finish the book. We're almost there, and it's because of her. So Mia, sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but thank you for making me a better teacher, and whenever you're hiring, let me know. Love always, Eds. So Mia, I now have the privilege of introducing Miss Stacy Harris and Mr. Andrew Shakatano for the Math Award.
Hi, good evening. Well, Mrs. Gibbons made a really good comment, is that some years one name pops up and some years many names pop up. And this year in the math department, we decided that we had 2 students that we needed to recognize equally as well. So I'm going to do one, and Mr. Shakatano will do the other. So it's my pleasure to recognize a student who has shown a steady commitment to their math studies. This student is a reliable presence in the classroom, consistently attending and staying on top of the coursework. They often take the time to help peers understand difficult problems, contributing to a productive atmosphere for everyone. Through dependable habits and willingness to assist others, this student has shown a solid sense of leadership among their classmates. So, for hard work and a helpful spirit, this year's Math Department Award of Achievement is presented to Jackson Nesterovs.
Hi, I'm not on your program, but I'm here to present a second award of Mathematics Achievement. My name is Mr. Shakatano, but most of the students back here know me simply by Shock. And I teach AP Calculus here, a class that surely sends shivers down the spines of many math students just thinking about it. My award, it goes to a student who works hard in class, but more than that embodies all of the skills that I tell them from the beginning of the year it takes to be successful in any field in mathematics. That is perseverance, rigor, willingness to accept help, and collaboration. In a class where so many students can point haggle for GPAs or some other such, this student was always willing to walk in the day after a test, and when I asked them, how do you think that went? Go, pretty bad, or pretty good, and continue to work to perfect their skills and be as successful as they possibly can be. All the while working very hard with the members of their groups or others to help their understanding of the content being taught. And for that reason, our second award of mathematics goes to Justo Pepe, or as his friends know him, Juice. And I now have the pleasure of introducing from the Science Department, Mrs. Catherine Sanders.
It is my pleasure to present this year's Science Award to an exceptional student. I had the pleasure of teaching her in human anatomy, where she consistently showed up to class eager to learn more and help those around her. Her kindness, constant smile, and ability to uplift others made lasting impacts on her classmates and her teachers alike. Mr. Motlick shared with me that as a new teacher, this student changed the way he taught. She brought this incredible passion and excitement to the class that was so infectious, it made everyone excited to learn science. She made our class a family. Her accomplishments are truly remarkable. She has a 4.2 GPA, completed 2 years of IB biology, and is an IB diploma candidate. She has been an active member of Science NHS as the club treasurer, and is the co-president and founder of the White Coat Society. This fall, she will attend the University of Michigan, where I know she will continue to accomplish incredible things. Please join me in congratulating Tegan Spurlock as our 2026 next up, we have, I believe, Amy Stevens presenting the World Language Award. Thank you.
Buenas noches, and I'm waving for all of our ASL friends. It is my honor to present the World Language Awards for Outstanding Seniors in American Sign Language and Spanish. The recipient for the Senior Award for American Sign Language is Sydney Dunphy. Sydney is a hardworking and focused ASL student who consistently puts in her best effort. She comes to class ready to learn, stays engaged, and takes pride in her work. Her high grade reflects not only her ability, but also her dedication and determination. Mrs. Wood says Sydney has a great attitude and is always working to improve her skills. She is very deserving of this year's American Sign Language Award. Congratulations, Sydney. Take that back for her. Our recipient for the Senior Award for Spanish is Andy Hernandez. Andy has put in the effort to excel in his Spanish classes all 4 years of high school. He has taken both IB and AP Spanish classes. He passed the stamp test last year to earn his seal by literacy, including receiving the highest possible score on the listening section. He brings a smile and positive attitude to class every day and always goes above and beyond in his work. For these reasons, we are honored to present Andy Hernandez with the Spanish Senior Award for 2026. Felicidades, Andy. It is my privilege to introduce Mrs. Katie Blazek, representing the Social Studies Department.
Good evening. The Social Studies Department is honored to award Quickly Schutte with our Excellence in Achievement Award. I have had the honor and the privilege to work with Quickly for 3 out of 4 years, as a student in both my AP US History class and both IB/DP History courses. I always knew that Quickly would be ready to participate in discussions, bring new ideas to the class, everything from responses to full-out debates with our students and some inner conversations with inner monologues. Inside joke. Quibbly is headed to Oakland University next year. It will be very strange to not see your face looking back at me next year, Quibbly, but I'm so excited for the rest of the world to get to know you. Congratulations, OHS won't be the same without you. And now it is my honor to introduce Mr. Jim Gibbons for all of the performing arts.
First, I get to start with the Visual Arts Award. I am not a visual arts teacher, although if they gave an award for best stick figures, I think I'd be okay. So, it is my pleasure to present the award for visual arts to a student who actually, I don't know much about her because I was not her teacher, but at the art show a few weeks ago, I happened upon her work and it was absolutely spectacular art. So after seeing her work, and I remembered it because I talked to her for a while at the show, what beautiful work it was, and I'm sure that if that's a representation of her 4 years, she's very deserving of this. Miss Clementine Collison. From the ground up, that award. I have the pleasure of presenting 3 different awards for the band program. The first award is called the Patrick Gilmore Band Award. It was introduced in 1994 in honor of the legendary bandmaster and impresario Patrick Gilmore. Gilmore and his band joined General Burnside's expedition to North Carolina in the Civil War. He played for every president of his day, including Abraham Lincoln. This award honors outstanding high school band students and their achievements and commitment to the band. This year's winner is Mr. Robert Cabrera. The second award I'm presenting was first given to an Oxford student last year and was created by The Instrumentalist, which is a magazine for instrumental music teachers that has been published since 1946. It was introduced to honor the famed musician, conductor, and composer Leonard Bernstein. It recognizes outstanding students for their creativity and high level of musicianship. In his long career, Bernstein made an indelible mark on the musical world as a conductor, composer, and a teacher. So this award honors students whose musical contributions, dedication, and creativity set them apart as deserving of the highest recognition for their achievements. It's my pleasure to present the second annual Leonard Bernstein Award to Max Schenk. Finally, each year since its inauguration in 1954, the John Philip Sousa Band Award has been given to thousands of outstanding high school band students for superior musicianship, leadership, dependability, and loyalty. The Sousa Award is the most prestigious award for high school band students. This year's recipient has been a tremendous leader and asset to the band program for the past 4 years, and I have been consistently impressed by his enthusiasm for the band and the excellence he strives for, while also encouraging others to perform at their absolute best. He's been a section leader in the marching band, has participated at solo and ensemble festivals, has been a member of the jazz band and the pit orchestra for the musical. In his junior year, he was selected to perform in the Michigan School Band and Orchestra Association All-State Band. He will be attending the University of Alabama in the fall, where he plans to major in mechanical engineering, and will continue his band career as a member of the Alabama $1 Million Band, their marching band. I'm so proud to announce the winner of this year's John Philip Sousa Award, Neil Hazelton. I also get to present the Orchestra Award. The Orchestra Award, the National School Orchestra Award, is the equivalent of the John Philip Sousa Band Award, but for an orchestra student. This year, getting to present this is awesome for me because I've gotten to work with this student over the last 4 years in the pit orchestra as a phenomenal viola and violin player both. This year's winner of the National School Orchestra Award is Evangeline Lugerai. She's not here, she's probably playing violin someplace. So, my pleasure to present our next presenter, Mr. Craig Trombley.
Good evening, and hey gang. My name's Craig Trombley, and I have the privilege of honoring our outstanding career and technical education student for this year. Several outstanding students were mentioned, but one rose to the top. This individual completed 10 CTE courses. I've had the pleasure of teaching this young man multiple times over the past 4 years. He's taken 5 classes in the mechatronics and engineering room, 6 if you count the 2 independent studies. He's taken Mechatronics 1, Mechatronics 2, College Prep Engineering, Senior Capstone, Independent Study, and Intro to Engineering when he was a freshman. The student has a knack for engineering and STEM that is evident when he walked in as a freshman. We found a love for 3D printing and never looked back. You could say he put the pedal to the floor. He has earned multiple industry certifications, including the NOCTI Mechatronics Level 1 certification. He's a member of Business Professionals of America. Something that stood out about this student is has volunteered his time each and every year to demonstrate computer science principles as well as robotics demonstrations for elementary school students across the district. This student often grapples with different problems before designing solutions. He is a fan of cars and has been compared to the likes of the great Doc Hudson for his impeccable communication and crew chief skills in senior capstone. I am stoked to announce the 2026 Outstanding CTE student, Connor Stokes. All right, and it's now my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Merritt and, I'm sorry, Mr. Bigelow's coming down. My mistake.
It does give me great pleasure at this time to welcome up to the mic Mr. Mark Suckley, who will be recognizing our Oxford Schools of Early College students.
Good evening. As you heard, my name is Mark Suckley, and I serve as the director of the Early College. And at this time, I would like to invite all our Oxford Schools Early College, commonly known as OSEC, students to the please rise and come forward to the front to receive your OSEC stole, a well-earned symbol of your achievement. As they are making their way, I'd like to take a moment to recognize just how remarkable this group truly is. Every one of these students made the bold decision to take college-level courses in their sophomore year. And tonight, they stand before us, having earned a full year's worth of college credits, and that is no small feat. I think I have them all today. And so we have with us Mr. Noose, Mrs. Gibson Marshall, and Mr. Knowles to help put our stoles on as well. like to call Mr. Noose and Miss KGM back to the stage.
Mr. Noose is so fond of stoles, and it's a very special year for him as he retires. So we wanted to make sure that he had a stole that he can wear. For his class of 2026, as he put in his 33 years in Oxford schools.
Looks good on you, Mr. Noose. Next, I'd like to introduce our IB DP coordinator, Mrs. Julie Carmen, and Assistant Principal, Mr. Kurt Noose, who will be recognizing the IB Diploma Program candidates.
Can the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program candidates please come to the front of the stage? The International Baccalaureate Diploma Program is an incredibly challenging program which pushes students to attain their highest academic potential. And while it is considered the pinnacle of an IB education, it is also much more than that. The diploma program seeks to prepare our brightest minds to venture forward into their next steps, ready to make positive, long-lasting change. It is the way in which students develop the IB mind through participation in the diploma program that makes them stand out among their peers and prepares them to create effective and lasting impacts as they step into the world. The students who now stand before you, our IB diploma program candidates, have been steadfast in fulfilling the IB mission. They have elected to complete demanding coursework, perform numerous service learning activities, and write high-level college research papers over these previous 2 years. While over 200 individual students have completed IB DP coursework this year, these are the 6 students who have chosen to elevate their studies and commit themselves to the requirements of fulfilling the prestigious International Baccalaureate Diploma, an accomplishment with which they should feel incredibly proud. The fact that they are standing here tonight with all of their IB coursework in the rearview mirror and only a few exams left to go, ready to advance in their academic and professional careers, is a testament to their hard work and dedication. Not only am I endlessly proud of these 6 individuals, but I am in awe of who they have grown to be as people. I am truly honored to have been their coordinator, to have been their teacher, and to have been able to know each one of them for the fine young person that they are. In past years, our IB diploma students have gone on to such universities as Michigan Tech, University of Michigan, Michigan State, New York University, Johns Hopkins, Duke, Hope, the United States Naval Academy, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Princeton University, and many others. This year's cohort continues that esteemed tradition of excellence and will attend schools including Oakland University, Michigan State University, University of Mississippi, Indiana University, and the University of Michigan. We cannot be more excited for what lies ahead for these 6 hardworking, intelligent, and inspiring individuals. We are so proud of all of you all, and we will miss you more than we can explain. So please, please, please promise to come back and tell us all of the stories of the success that you're undoubtedly going to have in this next chapter of your lives and beyond. With that said, we present with greatest honors your class of 2026 Oxford High School IB Diploma Program candidates. Congratulations, you guys.
Our full cohort candidates: Carter Jacobson, Sharia Yoshi, Jackson Nestorowski, Quibley Schutte, Tegan Spurlock, and Mason Tynes. Each year, we have the United States Marine Corps honor us with their presence to hand out several awards. This year, again, I have the privilege to introduce Sergeant Carlson Torres.
Good evening. My name is Sergeant Doris. I am the Marine Corps recruiting representative for Oxford High School, and I am ecstatic to present 3 awards for 5 students in Oxford High School. They've shown a lot of dedication to their craft, and on behalf of the Marine Corps, we'd like to show them an award for their utmost dedication. So the first award will be Scholastic Excellence. It will be Shreya Yoshi and Anderson Krupa. The second award to be presented will be the Distinguished Athlete Award. Those will be going to Gavin Lewis and Cheyenne Frank.
Yeah, Lou!
And the last award will be going to Olivia Graft for the Semper Fidelis Music Award. That is all I have.
Thank you, gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage at this time our representative from the Daughters of the American Revolution, Deborah Mick.
Good evening. I am the chapter regent and good citizen chairperson for the John Crawford chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. The DAR was founded in 1890 and is now one of the largest women's lineage-based patriotic organizations globally, with over 190,000 members and nearly 3,000 chapters worldwide. The mission is to promote historic preservation, education, and patriotism, with members contributing hundreds of thousands of hours yearly to their communities. The John Crawford chapter was established in February of 1918 by Dr. Aileen Betties Corbett, who graduated from the University of Michigan Medical School in 1902. During World War I, she was the sole doctor in Oxford while the men went off to war, and those doctors followed them. The DAR Good Citizen Essay Contest is open annually to any high school. Principals, counselors, and teachers select one outstanding senior per school. John Crawford chapter hosts 6 schools, with all participants receiving the DAR Good Citizen Award for dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. Only one essay advances to the state competition. This year's essay question was, our nation will celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States of America on July 4th, 2026. Describe how the characteristics of a good citizen help to renew and strengthen the democracy achieved by the patriots of the American Revolution. The 2026 Oxford and John Crawford Good Citizen Award goes to Olivia Graft. Congratulations to Olivia for leadership for her, I'll make it easy, is we have the DAR certificate. And in this bag, there is a pen. It is a Good Citizen pen that you can wear. There's paper that explains what the symbolism on all of those, what they stand for. And then we have you a poster for your open house.
Thank you to our armed forces and Daughters of the American Revolution representatives for not only their attendance this evening, but also for their continuous encouragement of our graduates. We will now transition to the local scholarship awards portion of our evening. These scholarships are based on criteria set by each organization, business, or family. We will begin with the American Legion scholarships. Would you please join me on stage? Each presenter will announce the next scholarship once your award has been given. From the American Legion, please welcome Commander Rick Moorhead, Commander Dave Perry, and Auxiliary Trustee Sandy Moorhead. Thank you.
Good evening. I got to make a slight correction. We have Commander Jim Watry tonight. Commander Perry couldn't make it. When most folks think about the American Legion, they think about a bunch of grumpy old vets sitting around drinking beer and telling war stories. I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but we do more than that. And part of the things we do for the community is our scholarship program. And we've been doing this now for probably 16, 17 years. And it all got started with Helen Smith, who was a faculty member here and a Legion Auxiliary member, and it got us programmed into doing this, and we've been trying to do it for the last, like I said, 16, 17 years. We are at a definite disadvantage because we don't personally know these young folks. All we can do is select from resumes and community participation, and hopefully we do a good job. We will be issuing 4 scholarships tonight. The first one will be the Helen Smith Scholarship, and it goes to Kate Elizabeth Daskell. The second scholarship we will get away will be the American Legion Auxiliary Scholarship, and it goes to Julia Ellen Johnson. The next one will be the American Legion Scholarship, which goes to Alexis Sue Hobson. And our final scholarship will be for the Sons of the American Legion, Olivia Isabel Bristol. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Michael Barrett, class of 1976, 50 short years ago, of which I'm in complete denial. Up here is also Tessa Nelson. She's the executive director of our foundation. The foundation has been endowed That means this scholarship is permanent. We will be here next year and many more years to come. This is our inaugural year. 50 years. Wow. The school I graduated from is an elementary school. So when we got the candidates, the applications, wow, we were stunned. That is only a reflection of the faculty and the parents. Well done. The Opal and Clinton Barrett Foundation was put in the name of my parents because they focused on community service. They were entrepreneurs, but one thing that they drove home to my siblings and I is you have got to make this planet a better place. And community service and action and leadership was a hallmark. And let me give you clarity. The family was run by my mother, the family business. We would refer to it as the iron fist and the velvet glove with some wear spots. But nonetheless, my mother shattered many a glass ceiling, and she led with distinction. She was an entrepreneur and did things when it wasn't easy. The candidates and their applications and the selection committee of the foundation had many a spirited conversation in trying to figure out to whom we should give this one scholarship. And the short answer was, there's not going to be one. We decided that we would come up with 2 more additional scholarships. The first one is entrepreneurship. Opal Barrett was an entrepreneur. And that one goes to Emma Castiona. Emma's vision of bringing up the community through entrepreneurship and engagement really touched us. The second one was really breaking the glass ceilings and barriers when it was extremely difficult. And then when we looked at the candidates and the things that were going on, it was clear. Absolutely. Cheyenne, Frank, thank you so much. So our original scholarship vision was one that was to support a fine student that would be making a difference and not leave them to founder alone. This is a mentored scholarship. What that means is we have a mentor. We have been able to find a mentor to support the candidate for this award in their field of study. So this scholarship is for 8 semesters. It's $10,000 per semester, and it is contingent on engagement with that mentor. Technically, the mentor could call us up and say, not making it, but I doubt that will happen. So, Mira Klein, congratulations. Lastly, this is a permanent scholarship. We've made up this plaque to recognize those who would be getting this award. And so we're going to leave this up here for the school to put it in its display case, we hope. We can't force them, we just suggest it. So again, massive kudos to the faculty, to the parents, and to the students. Well done. And that is my prayer remarks. And the next scholarship is the Marion Giannopoulos Scholarship. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Peter Giannopoulos, and and I'm the proud son of Marion Giannopoulos, former superintendent of schools here at Oxford. It's not a coincidence, yesterday was Mother's Day, and today I have the honor, the day after Mother's Day, to be up here, honoring my mother and presenting a scholarship in her name. My mom loved this district. She loved the parents, she loved the teachers, but the students were everything. And that's why our family decided to have a scholarship in her name and to continue her legacy. This is an extremely difficult process, as I'm sure everybody over there can share. We got many applicants, and this year, like we did last year, our family argues quite a bit over this decision, and we decided to give 3 additional scholarships for $1,000 for a one-time scholarship this year. Those recipients I will name, and then I will go into our recipient of the Marion Giannopoulos Memorial Scholarship. The first scholarship for $1,000 goes to Francisco de la Fuente. The second recipient is Maya Brevet. And our last recipient is Charlie Young. You still get the money. This year's winner of the Marion Giannopoulos Memorial Scholarship stood out for their strong sense of compassion, commitment to helping others. Their essay clearly reflects the service-oriented goals, especially through their desire to support people during difficult moments. She has a clear and purposeful career path in pursuing psychology and becoming a child life specialist. This aligns closely with the Giannopoulos family values, focused on supporting children and families in healthcare settings. This year's winner will receive a 4-year scholarship totaling $10,000. This year's recipient is Alexis Hobson. Thank you.
Good evening. We are Lauren's parents, Carrie and Eric Yankee. Lauren started golfing at a really young age with her dad. And she went on to play high school, loving it in high school, and went on to play in college at Adrian. Sadly, Lauren passed away in December of 2020. Our really good friends and our wonderful family created Lauren Yankee Golf Memorial to honor her love of golf and the game. In the past 5 years, we've given away $50,000 to the girls golf team graduates, and tonight we have 2 more to honor. Katie Pill and Addison Wright. Get 'em to 'em.
Good evening. I'm Timothy Hayes with Community Insurance Center. I'm honored to introduce this year's Pioneer State Mutual Merit Scholarship recipient. This student reaches out in huge ways according to all the things that I've read. It's pretty incredible. Makes me feel like I'm a little lazy at
but not just in the classroom, but in everything she does. She works hard, pushes herself, and gets great results. She's also a leader, especially in, is it DECA? D-E-C-A? And for 4 years, she's been a varsity soccer player showing commitment and teamwork. Next year, she'll be going to Northwood University to study business. Please join me in congratulating this year's scholarship recipient, Madeline Boyd.
Good evening, everybody. We're here with the Addison Township Fire Department, and my name is Captain W. Ripto, and I have with me firefighter EMT Jacob Palmer. We would like to present the Chuck Johnson Scholarship. Sergeant Chuck Johnson was one of our dedicated firefighters. He was just an absolutely outstanding human being. He would do anything for you. Would call him up at 12 o'clock at night, and he would come help you do whatever it is that you needed help with. So he was a phenomenal person. Unfortunately, he passed away from complications from COVID. So it's terrible. So, but we're here in honor for him. And the Chuck Johnson Scholarship is for outstanding academic achievements and dedication to learning. And we would like to present that to Sierra Owens. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, my name is Jessica Johnson, and I am the current PTO president at Clear Lake Elementary. Our PTO is always thinking of ways in which we can support and enrich our Clear Lake family. We know that the Oxford youth are the future of this community, and the thought of helping them continue with their education and goals fits our mission perfectly. In fact, our bylaws state in part that the purpose of the Clear Lake PTO is to participate in the total education of our children. We feel this scholarship completes the circle in supporting our Clear Lake students from start to finish in their journey through Oxford schools. We received some amazing applications this year, which we were looking for attributes encouraging education, volunteering, embracing community, and leadership. Our principal, Stephanie Nimi, has been very supportive in this process and can tell you a little bit more about who and how we chose our winner.
Right, thank you. My name is Stephanie Nini, and I'm the principal at Clear Lake Elementary School. We are very pleased to be here this evening for our second annual award for one of our Clear Lake former students. As Mrs. Johnson stated, we had many applicants who have gone on from Clear Lake and through their essays have shared the amazing things that they have gone on to do since being in our hallways. Our selection committee is comprised of our PTO executive board, myself, our PTO teacher liaison, Mrs. Peruski, who we also want to shout out to her because it is her last year too for former Clear Lake students. She is retiring this school year, so we're very excited that she was part of this process. We also then select randomly a few teachers from the staff, and we also utilize our Clear Lake Teacher of the Year, who was Mrs. Valerie Weckel, to also help us read through the selections and then choose one winner. It has been very difficult for us to do that, but we were able to narrow it down. And at this time, we are very pleased to announce that our second annual Clear Lake PTO Scholarship Award goes to Miss Aaliyah Lovely.
And now we would like to welcome our other best elementary school in the district, DA and OES.
Jessica Golden, current DA-OES PTO president. Tonight we're honored to present the DA-OES PTO Scholarship to a student who truly reflects the heart of our schools and community. As a former Daniel Oxford and Oxford Elementary student, this recipient has continued to demonstrate kindness, leadership, and a genuine commitment to helping others throughout her high school career. Through volunteer work with 42 Strong and time spent serving the elderly at a local senior living center, she has shown what it means to give back and make a difference in the lives of others. In her scholarship essay, she shared a lesson she learned from her principal at OES, one that I've since shared with my own children. How do you remember the spelling difference between desert and dessert? You always want more dessert, right? Which is why it has an extra S. It's those little moments and lessons that stay with us, and her essay reminded us just how meaningful our elementary school years can be and how deeply those experiences can shape who we become. On behalf of the DA-OES PTO, we are proud to present this year's scholarship to Sophie Drummond. I would now like to welcome the Oxford Rotary Club.
Good evening. My name is Brian Cloutier. Most of you probably know me as the director of the Oxford Public Library. But this evening I'm actually here representing two other great organizations in our community that have a footprint here. First is the Oxford Rotary Club. I have the honor of serving as the president of Oxford Rotary. At Rotary, we believe in a shared responsibility to take action on the world's most persistent challenges. With more than 1.2 million members across 200 countries and territories and nearly 45,000 clubs worldwide, Rotarians work together to promote peace, fight disease, provide clean water and sanitation, support education, strengthen local economies, protect the environment, and improve the lives of mothers and children. Our mission is service above self. To serve others, promote integrity, and advance goodwill, understanding, and peace through the fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. Our vision is simple yet powerful. Together, we can create lasting change in our communities, across the globe, and within ourselves. This year's scholarship recipient embodies these values not only in principle, but through meaningful day-to-day actions. Through their academic studies in biomedical laboratory sciences, they have demonstrated deep commitment to serving others and making a positive impact in lives of those around them. Please join me in congratulating Mira Klein, recipient of the Oxford Rotary Club's 2026 Academic Scholarship. In addition to serving as president of the Oxford Rotary Club, I also have the honor of sitting on the board of directors for the Fort County Community Foundation. Unfortunately, our executive director couldn't be here this evening, so she asked me to stand in her honor. So this evening, I am also presenting the Russell Lagan Memorial Engineering Scholarship. Russell Lagan, a graduate of Elmont High School and Michigan State University, was an engineer and father of twins. In 1991, a plane crash took Russell from his wife Bonnie and their children. His family created the Russell W. Lagan Memorial Engineering Scholarship to honor and remember this vibrant man. Funds were made available to assist students in becoming tomorrow's engineers and computer scientists. A student may receive up to 4 awards. Since 1992, the Russell Lagan Memorial Fund has awarded more than $260,000 to area students from 8 local school districts: Almont, Armada, Capac, Dryden, Enley City, Oxford, and Romeo. This year's Oxford recipient is Neil Hazelton. Now please join me in welcoming to the stage the Oxford Women's Club.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Kriegel and my co-presenter is Michelle Terrell. Both of us are members of the Oxford Women's Club, which has been supporting Oxford community since 1932. Not us, though. We're a little more recent. Our club's main goal is raising money for scholarships, and since 2000, we have awarded over $200,000 in scholarships to Oxford students. Our money is raised through special events, and we thank all of you who help and support us by attending our events. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a euchre night coming up, and we know that everyone here has played euchre since they were 2 years old. We truly have amazing students attending Oxford High School. It's always inspiring to read their applications as they tell us about their accomplishments, their challenges, and their dreams for the future. This year we are awarding 9 scholarships, and each student will receive $1,500. Our first student is Nina Adams. Our next student is Maya Brevick. Our next student is Olivia Bristow. Our next student is Emma Castonia. Our next student is Kate Datsko. Our next student is Neil Hazelton. Our next scholarship is going to Caleb Kindle. Our last 2 scholarships are memorial scholarships. Madeline Boyd is receiving a scholarship in memory of Devota Knoll, a longtime member and leader of our women's club. Devota was passionate about our community and helping others. Through Devota's work, many Oxford students were recipients of scholarships. Like Devota, Madeline is also passionate about giving back to her community and has been heavily engaged in volunteer work and other ways of helping members of our community. Our last scholarship is for Parker Meissen, who is receiving a scholarship in memory of Sarah Campbell, who graduated from Oxford High School in 2019 and was one of our scholarship recipients that year. Sarah went on to become a teacher and was a great teacher, but sadly recently passed away from breast cancer. When Parker's father was diagnosed with cancer, she witnessed the tenacity and resiliency of those around her, and she used this to find her own strength, inspiration to overcome hardships, and gratefulness for every moment. She has a passion for creativity and communication and intends on using these skills to spread a positive message throughout her career. So next up is Sharon Zarnowski with the Kathy McDonald Brain Scholarship.
Good evening. Kathy McDonald Brain was a true believer in the Oxford community, the Oxford Women's Club, and the youth of our community. This scholarship is funded by the McDonald family, who support the beliefs of their mother. Via her family, we, as friends of Kathy and as representatives of the Oxford's Women's Club, are proud to present this scholarship to Kate Gaskell. And next up is the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, I'm Janine Sparks, Executive Director of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce. Our job is to help support and promote local businesses here in Oxford, and we have several partners tonight who help provide scholarships for a couple of different students. So I want to thank Clearview Wealth Management, Michigan United Credit Union, Genesis Credit Union, and also Bluebird Hospice. I'm going to start with Jason presenting the first scholarship.
Good evening. First and foremost, congratulations. We had the honor to read through a lot of the applications and try to figure out who best fit some of the goals that we look for, which is volunteerism, and we were blown away. With that being said, we would like to present an honor to Madeline Boyd. Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to all the recipients tonight. On behalf of Michigan United Credit Union, we would like to honor Mara Klein for her dedication to the community and paying it forward with kindness.
Hi everyone, my name is Teresa Down. I am with Genesis Credit Union, and I am going to ask Alexis Hobson to come up. I'm going to have her stand here while I talk about her. So it was an honor to read the essay that she submitted to talk about her years here at Oxford High School and just using the strength that she developed here and what she plans to use that strength for when she attends Rochester Christian University. So her future plans are to work with pediatric patients and to help them understand the procedures that they're going to go through and maybe some of the scary things that are going to be happening. She's going to use the strength that she got from attending Oxford to help them feel better about what they're going to go through. Congratulations.
And next up is Oxford Open-Handed.
All right, at Oxford Open-Handed, it is our goal to serve our community by linking those in need with those who are able to help. Over the past 5 years, thanks to clothing donations from so many in the community, we've been able to have over 1,000 shopping appointments where families could come and pick up whatever clothes they needed, all for free. We hope to encourage everyone to live open-handedly, which means to give your time, talents, and resources for the sake of others. This year, we had 21 students apply, the most we've ever received, who all demonstrated that they lived their lives open-handedly. And as a board, we reviewed each essay anonymously and voted on the 2 essays we felt did an exceptional job exemplifying this.
Okay, so this student spent many hours helping us at Oxford Open-Handed. She helped sort and organize clothes as well as help find items for our shoppers. One of my favorite quotes from her essay was, "Service doesn't always have to be grand or highly visible to make an impact." In addition, with spending time with us, this recipient she spent over, I think, 112 hours with I Am Third Club, volunteering at homeless shelters, food pantries, and senior living facilities. For the past 4 years, she was a Vacation Bible School group leader. She was a Links leader, which helped students transition to high school. She's part of the National Honor Society. She tutored elementary students in math and science. Her senior year, she joined the Science National Honor Society and the White Coat Society, volunteering in clinical hospital settings. So the winner, our first winner, we have 2, is Kate Dadsko. Our second winner, this individual was taught from an early age that volunteering is about caring for others and helping in her community. She did Project People, where she served others by building relationships within the community while building in her faith and those that she helped. One of the quotes that I liked from her essay was that I learned that serving others is about more than getting jobs done. It is about offering your time, attention, and heart to people in need. She captured in writing, I wish I could read both of their essays out loud because there are so many great points, so many great things, but she captured that how volunteering can make one feel, just it's so impactful, not only from those who are volunteering, it's also for us with the shoppers, building that relationship and getting to know those that you're serving. She was inspired by all of her early volunteering, and she became a peer mentor with the 42 Strong group. She also helped teach young children soccer skills at the high school youth soccer camp. She was also a student leader for all of her high school years, planning and participating in many service projects. She also spent many, many hours at the elementary buildings of her parents, Maddie Boyd.
And next up, I forgot my program, but it was Mr. Gibbons doing one.
I have an assistant for this award because he taught both of the students who are going to receive it. The Lou Wilson Music Scholarship is named for Lou Wilson, who was a music teacher. He taught band and choir and then became a guidance counselor in Oxford for 36 years. He taught for 40 years and he retired in the early 2000s, and actually we had the pleasure of working with Lou when we selected the recipients. He joined us from up north on FaceTime. And so it is an honor this year. Our first recipient of the award you've already heard from tonight, on guitar. It's Mr. Wes Spezia. In order to receive the scholarship, students plan audition for the music staff at the high school, along with staff from the foundation and there were 2 former students of Lou's who represent the community that started the scholarship. Our second recipient will be attending Wayne State in the fall and is another phenomenal musician, Mr. Isaac Hughes. If you've been to a concert, you know we don't let Mr. Hill have the microphone very often. So it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Kevin Nelms to present the Lone Ranger Scholarship.
Good evening. Tonight I have the privilege of announcing the recipients of this year's Lone Ranger Scholarship, which is voted on by the staff of Oxford High School and is awarded to any OHS graduating senior who is a resident of Oxford Community School District. The purpose of the scholarship should be to provide a financial award to a graduate or graduates of Oxford High School who are enrolling in an accredited public college, university, vocational school, or a trade school. This year's recipients are Madeline Boyd, Emma Castonia, and Mira Klein. And now to call Mr. Gibbons back up to the mic.
I needed a break. As president of the Oxford Education Association, which is probably better known as the Oxford Teachers Union, it's my pleasure to present scholarship to students who apply, who are planning on pursuing education in college. And this year we have 2 recipients of our scholarship, the OEA Scholarship. First recipient is Mr. Wesley Spezia. And our second recipient is Ms. Delaney Sikora. And I get to introduce Ms. Christy Gibson Marshall.
Congratulations. Good to see all of you again. We've missed you around here. I am very lucky to be able to introduce you to Olivia Bristow. Olivia was one of my elementary students. I was her elementary principal, and then I stalked her up here, and we hang out together again. I didn't really stalk her, I'm just kidding. She came after me. Having met all of the requirements and demonstrating extraordinary accomplishments in multiple areas to the satisfaction of the scholarship committee, Olivia has been selected from the qualified applicants and hereby awarded the Jamie Charles Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations. It's really fun to have like a Delaney Sikora, who you had her mom as a student, or you have Olivia, who you saw come in as a kindergartner. And it's just really fun to see you guys all up here graduating. We're very proud of you. At this time, I've got to get to the right part of the script here. Please give a round of applause to the community members who sponsored local scholarships in total of somewhere around over $1 million. To our students they were awarded millions of dollars in local and national scholarships. We truly appreciate their contribution in helping our students get off on the right foot. At this time, I'd like to introduce someone that you haven't seen very much of tonight, Mr. Jim Gibbons, who will be presenting the academic awards.
This is the awkward silence portion of the program where we wait for all of the students to process all the way around to the side door to come over here so for us to present their chords. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves. The marching band show this season is 99% sure it will be Space, the Final Frontier. That's a very public announcement, a lot of suspense. You can expect to hear some Star Trek music. I will also apologize in advance if I say any names incorrectly. I will try to get help from the students as they pass by me, and I promise that by Thursday night when I read at commencement, I will be better. We will now recognize students graduating with honors that have a cumulative GPA of 3.30 to 3.49. Graduating with academic honors, Luke Shemansky. Graduating with academic honors and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Vivian Ward. Graduating with academic honors, Gianna Ruiz. Graduating with academic honors, Joshua Rodriguez. Graduating with academic honors with the Seal of Biliteracy Award, a Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society member, and a Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society member, Gabriela Miranda. Graduating with academic honors, Daniel Leach. Graduating with academic honors, Corbin Miller. Graduating with academic honors, Jacob Jones. Graduating with academic honors, Julia Johnson. Graduating with academic honors and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Evan Jergler. Graduating with academic honors and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Cheyenne Jasper. Graduating with academic honors and a member of the Dance Conservatory, Shaylin Everhard. Graduating with academic honors, Gabrielle Green. Graduating with academic honors, Reagan Bohenick. Graduating with academic honors, Bennett Blume. Graduating with academic honors and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Laurel Bird. Graduating with academic honors and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Anders Bartlow. Now we will recognize those students graduating cum laude with a cumulative GPA of 3.50 to 3.699. These students will be receiving white honor cords. Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, recipient of a Cleary University AAE Scholarship, Balin Rechko. Graduating cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Jenna Waite. Graduating cum laude, Maxwell Shank. Graduating cum laude, Chloe Schaffner. Graduating cum laude, a member of the Dance Conservatory, recipient of an Oakland University Dance Scholarship, an Oakland University Talent Award, and an Oakland University Merit Scholarship, Veda Parekh. Graduating cum laude, Jacob Rodriguez. Graduating cum laude, Marley McClendon. Graduating cum laude and a member of the National Technical Honor Society, Elijah Madela. Graduating cum laude, Ana Lucia Martinez. Graduating cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Ashlyn Lambert. Graduating cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholars Athlete and recipient of an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, Caleb Kendall. We will now recognize students graduating magna cum laude with a cumulative GPA of 3.70 to 3.849. These students will be receiving silver honor cords. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Robert Chapa. Graduating magna cum laude with the Seal of Biliteracy Award and recipient of the Marion Giannopoulos Scholarship, Francisco de la Fuente. Graduating magna cum laude and a Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society member, Elena Henke. Graduating magna cum laude, a member of the Science National Honor Society and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Avery London. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Lauren Macker. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete and recipient of the Michigan Tech Copper Level of Presidential Scholar Award, Andrew Radliff. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Gabriel Rugenstein. Graduating magna cum laude, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and recipient of the following scholarships for the Spring Arbor University, an Academic Merit Scholarship, a Special Academic Award, a Music Scholarship, a Field Music Scholarship, the Joan Bontrager Memorial Scholarship, the E.P. Hart Honors Program, the Lou Wilson Music Award, and the Oxford Education Association Scholarship, Wesley Spezia. Graduating magna cum laude and international baccalaureate candidate, a member of the National Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Mason Tynes. Graduating magna cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, and Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Camille Whittall. Graduating magna cum laude, a member of the National Technical Honor Society, and a member of the Oakland Schools Technical Campus Dean's List, Giovanni Zanarici. Graduating cum laude, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, a CCS Merit Scholarship recipient, an Oakland Academic Scholarship recipient, and the College of Charleston Merit Scholarship, Diora Aratakis. Close enough. Aratakis. She had too many awards, I couldn't remember how to say it. Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Morgan Barnes. Graduating cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of the Kalamazoo College Merit Scholarship, Ryan Clark. Graduating cum laude, Eliana Collins. Graduating cum laude, Ellison Glaus. Graduating cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Nathan Greer. Graduating cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Kylie Hegg. Graduating cum laude, Owen Borden. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Ellison Byers. Graduating magna cum laude, a member of the National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of a Madonna University St. Clair Scholarship and an Academic All-State for Swimming, Mary Burchard. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Matthew Buchanan. Graduating magna cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Layla Bodell. Graduating magna cum laude and a member of Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, Addison Batani. We will now recognize students who are graduating summa cum laude with a cumulative GPA of 3.85 and higher. These students will receive gold honors cords. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of a Lawrence Technological University Women's Volleyball Athletic Scholarship, Madeline Winowski. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and recipient of a Saginaw Valley State University Dean Scholarship, Cameron Witz. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of Adrian College Trustee Scholar with Academic Distinction Scholarship, an Adrian Academic Honors Award, and an Adrian College Day Scholarship, Tegan O'Connor. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, and a member of the National Honor Society, Miranda Morin. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Tyler Williams. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Fuchi Zhang. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Kiwan Rankin. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, member of the Science National Honor Society, member of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Justo Pepe. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, a member of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Mason Rodriguez. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, a member of Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, a member of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and a University of Michigan Nursing Undergrad Scholar, Olivia Piesheimer. Graduating summa cum laude, and a member of the National Technical Honor Society, Sophia Sodden. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, a member of the National Honor Society, and Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and recipient of an Oxford Education Association Scholarship, Delaney Sikora. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Lainey Speck. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Isla Whittle. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of a Western Michigan Bronco Excellence Scholarship and a Western Michigan Achievement Award, Caitlin McFadden. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of the National Honor Society and a member of Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, Annabelle Meldrum. Graduating summa cum laude, and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, and a DePaul University Presidential Scholarship, Wyatt Milkovi. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College Candidate and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Finnegan McDivitt. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of the National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, a recipient of Wayne State University Dean Scholarship Award, and recipient of Wayne State University First Year Gold Scholarship, Riley McCann. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Mackenzie Malinich. Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College candidate, a member of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, and the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Brooke Lundberg. Graduating summa cum laude and Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, a Vermont State University Trailblazers Scholarship recipient, and the Clear Lake Alumni Scholarship recipient, Aaliyah Lovely. Graduating summa cum laude with the Seal of Biliteracy Award and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Andy Hernandez. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award, Gavin Lewis. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, Andy Lessner. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, and United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, Anderson Krupa. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Ashley Goss. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Zachary Evans. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Ayla Eberhard. Graduating summa cum laude, recipient of a Rochester University Academic Achievement Award and the DAOES Alumni Scholarship Award, Sophie Drummond. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of the National Honor Society and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Karina DeMellis. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of the National Technical Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, an Oakland Community College Skills USA Regional Baking Finalist Scholarship, the Acorn to Oak Youth Business Grant, an Academic All-State for Swim and Dive, the recipient of the Opal and Clinton Barrett Scholarship, recipient of an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, a member of the National Technical Honor Society, and recipient of the Jan Poteet Scholarship, Emma Castonian. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Caden Canham. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Robert Cabrera. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of the National Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Cameron Budzik. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oxford Schools Early College graduate, a member of the National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of an Albion College GPA Scholarship, recipient of an Albion College Presidential Recognition Scholarship, an Academic All-State Award for Swimming, an American Legion Post 108 Scholarship recipient, the James Charles Scholarship, and an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship recipient, Olivia Bristow. Graduating summa cum laude, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of an Oxford Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, an Oxford Open-Handed Scholarship, an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, the Pioneer State Mutual Insurance Scholarship, and a DECA State Champion, Madeline Boyd. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate, Bethany Barkman. Graduating summa cum laude and an Oxford Schools Early College candidate and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Peyton Andrikas. We will now recognize students who are graduating Top Scholar and Summa Cum Laude. These students will receive gold honor cords and a Top Scholar medal. Top Scholar students, please remain standing for special recognition at the end. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar and a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Sophia Thompson. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Ava Sutherland. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, a recipient of Ohio Northern University Dean Scholarship, an Ohio Northern University Klondike Award, an Ohio Northern University Engineering Polar Award, we'll just say ONU Polar Award, and an ONU Academic Scholarship, Connor Stokes. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar, an International Baccalaureate candidate, a member of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, and the Science National Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Tegan Spurlock. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar, and a member of the Dance Conservatory, Madeline Smith. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar, an International Baccalaureate candidate, a member of Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Tri-M Music Honor Society, Quibley Schutte. Graduating summa cum laude, a Top Scholar, a member of the National Honor Society and the Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, and a two-time DECA state champion, Jaden Rivers. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Richard Pulowski. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and Oakland Activities Association Scholars Athlete, an Addison Township Firefighter Scholarship, and is a licensed EMT, Sierra Owens. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, recipient of an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, and a 3-time DECA state champion, Parker Meissen. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Emily McIntosh. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar and an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Ella Martin. Graduating summa cum laude, top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society and the Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, Connor Hickey. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, recipient of the University of Alabama Presidential Scholarship, a National Merit Scholarship commended student, the Lee J. Steislinger Jr. College of Engineering Scholarship, recipient of the Russell Degan Engineering Scholarship and an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, Neil Hazelton. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, recipient of the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizens Award and the United States Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Music Award, and as a licensed EMT, Olivia Graft. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of an OJW Scholarship, Grace Gieselman. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, recipient of a Michigan Technological University Presidential Platinum Scholars Award, an MTU Leading Scholars Distinguished Finalist Award, an MTU Summer Youth Scholarship Award, and an MTU Alumni Legacy Award, Avery Gardner. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of an Opal and Clinton Barrett Scholarship, and the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award, Cheyenne Frank. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society, the Science National Honor Society, an Oakland Activities Association Scholar Athlete, recipient of an American Legion Post 108 Scholarship, an Oxford Open-Handed Scholarship, and an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, Kate Datsko. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Mia Damer. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, recipient of a Brunswick Foundation Sons and Daughters Scholarship, the Opal and Clinton Barrett Scholarship, an Oxford Chamber of Commerce Scholarship, an Oxford Rotary Club Scholarship, a DECA State Champ, an EMT candidate, a HOSA State Champ, and a BPA State Champ, Mira Klein. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, National Honor Society member, an Oakland Activities Association scholar athlete, and a member of Business Professionals of America national finalist, Isla Chambers. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, an Oakland Activities Association scholar athlete, and a Michigan State Spartan Scholarship, Chase Cardona. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the National Honor Society and Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society, recipient of the Marion Giannopoulos Scholarship, an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, and a licensed EMT, Maya Brevik. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, a member of the Science National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and recipient of an Oxford Women's Club Scholarship, Nina Adams. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, an International Baccalaureate candidate, Rho Kappa National Social Studies Honor Society member, Science National Honor Society member, a Trian Music Honor Society member, and United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award, Shreya Joshi. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, an International Baccalaureate candidate, and an Oakland Activities Association scholar athlete, Carter Jacobson. Graduating summa cum laude, a top scholar, an International Baccalaureate candidate, a member of the National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and an Oakland Activities Association scholar athlete, Jackson Nestorovsky.
Congratulations to our top scholars. Top scholars, you can take your seats now, please. Thank you. Could we have one more round of applause for our two And now, the introduction of the class of 2026 Oxford High School valedictorian and salutatorian. Val and Sal are based on cumulative GPA and a scholar ranking formula, which includes SAT scores. Please join me at the front of the stage when I call your names. We have two salutatorians this year, Ms. Shreya Joshi and Mr. Carter Jacobson. Shreya is heading to the University of Michigan, and Carter is attending Michigan State University. Congratulations again, Shreya and Carter. Our valedictorian has chosen the University of Indiana, where he will study finance and entrepreneurship. Congratulations to Mr. Jackson Nestorovsky. As we conclude this remarkable celebration, I'd like to reflect on what these awards truly signify. Each certificate handed out tonight embodies countless hours of dedication, personal sacrifice, and persistent effort. These honors showcase not just your achievements, but the journey of growth, challenges overcome, and valuable lessons learned along the way. Your steadfast commitment, resilient spirit, and relentless pursuit of excellence have brought you to this moment. We couldn't be more thrilled about the bright futures that await each of you. Again, congratulations for the class of 2026. I'm grateful we were able to spend a couple of hours all together this evening. I'm really looking forward to doing it again here in a couple of nights. Seniors, since I have all of you here, a few reminders for tomorrow. Number one, please check your email for your seat assignment for Pine Knob. That email came to you today. Please make sure that you have it. Number two, I think it's going to be chilly tomorrow morning, so please dress warm. And last but certainly not least, and I know Mr. News said this to you at least 12 times when we were together last, do not be late. Please be on time. What time, Mr. News?
Doors open at 8:30.
Be here. Make sure you leave Oxford. Give yourself plenty of time. Doors open at 8:30. Give yourself plenty of time to walk from the parking lot to the pavilion. We look forward to seeing you all. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Have a fantastic evening.